it took my breath away. It's just been an amazing journey that these kids have taken me on, and I appreciate the fact that they took me really on the ride of a lifetime.
Everyone's like, what is it like being a state champion? And to me, the title is not what makes me special. It is the fact that I was able to experience something so amazing with a group of girls that was so amazing. I look back at pictures from the season and from preseason, pictures of us all sweaty and gross and dealing with days where we had multiple games, and that was a team that wasn't playing to win a state championship. That was a team that was playing because they loved their team, they loved the game, and they just wanted to play soccer because it was fun. And that's really what we are. We're just a group of girls that love soccer and loves each other, and because of that we believed in each other and we believed in our coaches, and our coaches believed in us, and we won a state title.
For me, when I walked off the field 2 years ago, there was kind of just something missing, and just to come back with this group of girls and to win it is just like the most like indescribable thing that could ever have happened. And it was just like the best way to go out, especially because the last 3 years have just been a ride of a lifetime. And just like this program and these girls just like mean the world to me, and I don't know like if I didn't play soccer where like what my high school experience would have been like. And also just like I want to thank Tiger Nation, because you would never understand what it's like to look out at Crew Stadium and just see a ton of orange and black. It's just like, you know, that people believe in you, and I think that's really what took us through this journey. And it was because like people had our backs, and like we couldn't do this alone, and we've been saying that all season. So just thank you everyone for coming and helping us win the state title. It's for Loveland.
A lot of people ask me what sets us apart and why I think that we were able to go so far. And I think the only thing that I could really think of was the love. So one thing is our connection as a team. No matter if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, we all had this sense of family. And I'm just as close to some of the seniors as I am to the freshmen that I just met this year. We all have such a love for each other, and that's why we're able to go out on the field every time and give it all we got, because we have so much love and care so much about for the people that are playing next to us. Our coaches, you know, they tell us all the time they love us like daughters. And everybody that, when we go to practice every time, it's an extension of the family. Even like the whole Tiger Nation that we saw come out during the tournament time. How loved we felt and how humbling that was. I can't imagine that there's another community like that that shows the love and support that we were shown. And so if there's a reason we won, or the thing that sets us apart, that kept us motivated, kept us going, and was able to give us our edge, it's the love.
What is the most important to me and was the most special to me was the locker room time before the game, because we hadn't even played, we hadn't warmed up at all, and everyone was still putting their stuff on, and we all were just looking around and we're playing music like normal. And then we all start talking to each other about, you know, pregame speeches, like each other, like without the coaches. And we all just start bawling, crying, because it's not about like how hard we play. It was about being there for each other all the time, and that's how it was the whole season from June all the way through November. And I think just every practice being up there 7 to 9 at night, it's freezing cold, and you know, every single practice, every game, we're just there for each other, and I know I could look to the person next to me and count on them every single time. And just sitting there, and we hadn't even played a minute of soccer, and just being so sad that we weren't going to be the same with each other ever again was just very sad but humbling and loving, and it was just a great thing to be a part of.
And the mission for me was really special because these girls have become my best friends over the last 4 years, and to go out on the field and work so hard for each other just out of love for each other is something really cool, because hard work is what we've strived ourselves on this whole season, and it just shows what hard work can do, because it does pay off. And with hard work and love, that's what this team was able to do and win state. Like, that was just a dream for all of us, and like Parker said, she's been dreaming about this since sophomore year,
and I think that we all wanted to get back and we believed we could get back, but it's really hard to understand what it's like to be back, and it really hasn't even sunk in yet for a lot of us because we're so used to playing and hopefully winning, and then we can't get complacent because we always have a next one to go. And this time after we won, we could be complacent because we had finally done it, and that was just a really weird feeling because we're so used to getting right back to work after we've been celebrating. And so it's definitely an interesting feeling because we're not used to being complacent with where we are, but it's definitely a good feeling, especially with these girls.
Once I became a freshman and I was on varsity and we made it to state, it was like the best experience I could ever imagine. And seeing all Tiger Nation in the stands, it was just incredible. And being a part of this team was just unforgettable. And then after we lost state my freshman year, we all wanted to get back there to win. We lost something and we wanted to get it back. And so this past year we became so close, such great friends. We were sisters to each other. This is our second family, and we're daughters to the coaches, like they say. And we just wanted to get back to state and win it all, and we did. And I think that was just because of our strong love and determination to win state together. And just being a part of this whole experience with this team was just unforgettable, and I will never forget it. And 10 years from now, we had a guest speaker, and he came in and he was when he won state 10 years from then, one of his assistant coaches always sends this picture at this time of them winning state. And I think 10 years from now, all of us are going to remember this moment for the rest of our lives, and we're going to all reach out to each other, and it was just unforgettable, and I'll never forget it.
You're just super proud of them. I've said a couple different times in different interviews to different people, people really don't know how they're even better people off the field than they are on the field. They're super talented soccer players, obviously, but how they represent this school district, the name of Loveland Girls Soccer, it's amazing. And it really are, I can say it over and over and over again, they're great people first. And that's where it was easy to cheer for them. It was easy to be super excited and super proud of them because they're such great people.
I've known all along that we've got very talented kids. As Julie said, they're very talented on the field, exceptionally talented off. But I've had the best kids in the state, and on Friday night they went out and proved it, and now everybody else in the state knows we got the best kids in the state.